Website looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm very happy with how it came out. There was some feedback from the community that perhaps we should rearrange some of the sections, and I do tend to agree. So, yeah, that's why we wanted to have this call, was to kind of get some feedback on our future direction. As everyone noticed, we pushed the website live last night, and we've updated our social media branding. We also have a social media manager coming on board tomorrow to help manage all of these social media accounts. And our graphic designer has been hard at work producing about 100 pieces of content that we're going to be able to distribute with this new branding and this new push as we start to promote our NFT drops. So with that being said, I did want to kind of go over some strategy that we're considering implementing. So one of the first things is, there's certainly some issues with ETH gas fees at the moment, and we're also seeing Solana becoming quite exciting. So we're taking a very heavy look at perhaps doing the NFT sale on Solana, but then also having a component where you can buy NFTs at a discounted rate for SuperDoge to try to entice new holders to come in and actually buy and purchase and hold SuperDoge. Now, the reward system that we're looking to implement is we want to be able to reward our longtime holders of SuperDoge as well as our top holders. And the way that we'll be doing that is through a variety of different ways. So top holders, we haven't determined the numbers of the cutoff yet, but top holders will receive a free NFT. They will also receive the SuperDoge rookie card, which has a superpower on it that allows you to have 2 votes on the next charity vote. But additionally, it also gives you a free NFT for both the Hollywood and the Lemmy drops. So that is our objective, is to actually do 3 NFT drops as well as launch 2 additional currencies. So a currency for Hollywood and a currency for Lemmy, and an NFT drop for each one as well. And by holding NFTs and holding a SuperDoge balance, you will qualify for airdrops of these new tokens. And these new tokens will be airdropped to you in proportionate to the amount of SuperDoge you hold, as well as any other bonuses you hold by also holding a SuperDoge NFT or a rookie card, for example. And the objective is to create DeFi farming. So once the Hollywood token is launched, for example, you'll be able to pair it up with SuperDoge to provide liquidity. And in return, you will gain additional Hollywood tokens. And as this balance grows, it will also increase your airdrop for the Lemmy token by the amount of SuperDoge and Hollywood tokens you hold, as well as if you hold a SuperDoge and a Hollywood NFT. So they stack, and it compounds on top of each other the more that you participate in the SuperDoge universe, so to speak. So I also wanted to go over some of the artwork. So we're looking at creating a 10,000 SuperDoge NFT collection with 5 different rarity levels. Approximately, these numbers aren't written in stone yet, but around 40 outfits, 25 skins, 25 eyes, 30 head pieces, 25 mouse, 30 accessories, to get us to above around 150 different variables, which will allow us to create a very large pool of unique collectible NFTs. And one of the other things that we'll be incorporating is a voting system where, similar to the charity vote, you will be able to vote on certain plot lines within the story. And in order to do that, you have to own a SuperDoge NFT, which will act as a key and give you access to the Doge House. And within the Doge House, you're going to have access to the voting feature. There'll also be access to behind the scenes events where you'll be able to communicate on brainstorming sessions with the writing team to get to know the writing team, but also further control the direction of the show by submitting some of your original ideas. Again, holding an NFT, you will qualify for the Hollywood and Lemmy token airdrops. It's a necessity. And another really interesting thing that's being done in the NFT world is metaverses. Frogland, for example, has created a metaverse where they have various districts, and each district is kind of designed specifically for each community. So our objective to reach out to metaverse partners and find a metaverse that works for us, where you'll be able to access the metaverse with your SuperDoge NFT and have a plot of land assigned to it as well within that metaverse. Yeah, we've also created Lemmy and Hollywood NFT rookie cards that are live on the website. And they will also be coming with their own superpowers that are still unknown at this point in time, but they will be revealed in the future. The SuperDoge rookie card NFT will be, there'll be a snapshot taken on, November 1st, and then we will distribute them immediately after. So the top holders of SuperDoge will get access to that rookie card, which will also qualify them for a free Hollywood and Lemmy NFT as well. Other than that, we have been in contact with both CCP Digital as well as Transform Group, and they're preparing press releases on our behalf, as well as setting up podcasts with a couple of podcast partners as well to kick off our NFT launch. And we're also looking to take some of the NFTs that we'll be minting and partnering up with large partners in the space to help us promote the NFT drop. The NFT drops tend to attract a lot of attention onto Discord. So we'll have to do a bit of revamping on Discord to be able to kind of shift from our old brand to our new brand and to prepare for an inflow of new NFT users. And what you will notice as well is that there's a mint a free NFT button on the website. And the objective of this is I'm going to create an additional collectible NFT that anyone can mint for free. And what it will do is it will give you access to the exclusive Discord channel where you'll be able to talk with other NFT heavyweights and super fans of the show. And we'll probably just be creating a cool little 3D voxel-based SuperDoge NFT collectible, so it'll be unique, unlike our cards and our other NFTs. And that's essentially it, you guys. We're going to be adding an FAQ section to the page, as well as adding additional explanation about the reward system within both the join the DogePack section as well as the upcoming FAQ section that we'll be adding. And production is underway on, we've pivoted. We created our first script, which I think I'd mentioned last Amy, wound up being a 20-minute kind of origin story, which is a little bit too complex for our first pilot, essentially. So we've created another shorter version, which we're just finalizing now, which will get us to within the 3 to 5 minute range. And our objective within Q4 is to launch 6 of these pilot episodes and to be able to get our name out there, have our big NFT launch, and hopefully attract a tremendous amount of new investment and attention. So on that note, I'd love to open the floor to any verbal questions if anyone had any.
Hey, this is Josh, one of the co-hosts of Edge of NFT. Really excited about what you're doing. I have the humble pleasure to learn a lot about the latest and greatest and what's going on with NFTs from leaders in the space. And you're sort of, sorry about that, I'm puppy sitting. You're really combining quite a lot of the different components in a really unique way. I apologize. Gatsby's also very excited about this project, but
apparently, yeah, he's a big Doge fan.
Yeah. Hey, buddy. We're talking about SuperDoge. My apologies. But what I was saying is like you're combining farming, DeFi, in a really cool way with NFTs. I mean, this is really leading edge stuff. So excited to learn more about it and have you on the show.
Thanks, Josh. I'm so humbled and grateful to call you my friend, and I'm certainly looking forward to joining you on this crazy NFT adventure.
Can you tell me or us how the NFT drop works? I'm not too sure about.
So we're going to be leaning on experts like Josh and some of his connections as we go through that phase. But essentially, what you do is you mint an NFT. So we're not quite sure about the process on our rollout yet.
What does that
Sure.
mean, mint? I'm sorry. What does that mean, mint an NFT?
So
am I buying that?
So essentially you buy an NFT and then you get a random generated NFT picture that takes all of the different traits and combines them into a card.
It's a
and
function.
It's randomized.
It's a function within the smart contract that's available on all the different blockchains. So essentially, there's a mint function, and it's being used to sort of drive that process. You can set the price of the mint, and then there's some expenditure of gas, but there's a lot of cool ways that folks are using like these guys to spread out the pre-sales and the public sales to make the gas price a little bit less intense. There's a drop today where you do a pledge and then you do a mint, but essentially it's a commitment that I'm gonna sort of use my wallet to purchase this NFT, and it's actually on the blockchain.
And I have no control per se on the features, but is that true? That I have no control on the features that I'll get?
Correct. Yeah, not during the minting process, but then the NFTs will be sold on the open market afterwards. So you'll be able to see all of the different NFTs that have been created and be able to, select ones that resonate most with you.
No one actually knows what the NFTs will look like. That's what makes them so special, is these generative projects, whether it's 500 or 5,000, a computer generates each NFT, and it's entirely unique. And that's what makes them special and collectible.
So do you think that there are going to be certain items that will be more desirable than other items? Let's just say a rainbow helmet will be possibly more desirable than a blue helmet.
The community actually decides that, but rarity is a factor. And if you look at rarity tools online, or go to OpenSea, every NFT has different traits and different rarities, and that's what they're programming in. So there's a natural disposition towards more rare traits. However, sometimes the community just gets really excited about one feature or another. It may not be rare, but that's not for the SuperDoge team to decide. That's for the community and the supply and demand to determine.
And how does the drop work? How am I as a holder going to get the drop, the NFT drop? It just shows up? Or do I have to
essentially
do something
essentially it will be sent to your wallet. It's essentially an airdrop.
Yeah, I've never been a part of an airdrop, so I'm not familiar with the workings of that.
Right. So your wallet address is on the blockchain with your balance. So once we take the snapshot and then we understand, okay, here are the top holders, then we can simply send an NFT to each of those addresses.
I see. Okay, that's awesome. Let me go get some more SuperDoge.
Once you go down the NFT rabbit hole, you're not going to want to come back up. It's a lot of fun. And, if you go to OpenSea, you'll see a lot of different drops, and sometimes you'll see that all the NFTs look the same, and that's really because it's pre-reveal. So sometimes the contracts are programmed to not reveal right away, but at a certain date or after a certain trigger event. So there's a million different approaches to this, but what the SuperDoge team is doing is quite sophisticated.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll be leaning on some experts in the field. The NFT landscape is changing so quickly, and there's really become there's kind of this new fad that's going on right now with the launch strategies are kind of becoming more sophisticated, and the communities are growing, and there's kind of this niche, really cool underground pop culture within the NFT space. So our goal is to resonate with them. And, compared to a lot of other projects, we certainly have a lot of interesting things going for us, as well as some existing infrastructure from all of the hard work we've put in over the last few months. So, if we can execute this correctly, it lines us up to fill the treasury so that we have enough funds to really push our animation to the max level, and simultaneously it sets us up to have additional successful NFT launches back to back. So there are a couple of questions in chat that I'll read real quickly. This is from Crypto Dad. Any ideas when you take the snapshot for the top 100 holders drop? So that's going to be on November 1st. I saw a staking option on the screenshot sent earlier today. Can you please share some details regarding the staking? So that screenshot you're talking about is actually a partnership that we have with a platform called Filmio that is just preparing to launch here within the next few days. And what it is it's a crowdfunding platform where fans of certain shows are able to stake their tokens and support the projects that they love. And we are friends with some of the founders over there, as well as some of their management team, and they've kindly invited us to join them for their launch phase. So we will be live and up on Filmio as soon as they go live. So once they do, I will encourage everyone here to go over and make a Filmio account and support SuperDoge and any other shows that you'd love to see built on the platform. So that's what that staking feature is all about on that screenshot. Can you please share the possible timeline or let us know how often the episode, the anime series, will be released? So the goal is to build the animated web series possible, and we are looking at least a month, I would say, to be fair. What I can say is that we will be releasing them in Q4 of this year, and the goal is to be able to release them so that we almost release an episode a week for this first push here, so that we have kind of we don't want to release an episode and then wait several weeks before we release the next one. We kind of want people to just either binge watch episode after episode or have the opportunity to look forward to next week's episode. So that's our game plan for that. We got some questions from Inzo. Originally, we were told that the animated episodes were going to be NFTs to top holders, but I haven't heard the mention of at all recently. Is that no longer the plan? If not, why the change? So that is not. That is something that we will likely do down the road, where we can take official NFT versions of the episodes and reward once again our top holders and top supporters. But it's not something that's in the pipeline at this moment. First, we've got to create the NFT episodes, and then we'll take a look on how we're going to reward our most loyal fans. Is there any option to make people buy SuperDoge to gain or have something if they hold so the price will rise also? So again, what I was mentioning is that in order to, there's going to be a discount on the NFTs where if you pay in SuperDoge, you'll pay a reduced rate. Additionally, as I mentioned, we will be following up the SuperDoge NFT launch with a new token for Hollywood or Lemmy. We haven't decided yet. I think Hollywood's going to be more popular than Lemmy, but I'm not sure. We'll see what the people have to say after we release our episodes. but yeah, we'll follow up with the Hollywood token launch, and your SuperDoge holdings will qualify you for the airdrop for the Hollywood token. So the more SuperDoge that you hold, and there may also be a time multiplier on that as well. So if you've held large quantities since the very beginning, for example, perhaps we can find a way to add a bonus multiplier to that, where you'll be rewarded with Hollywood tokens, essentially. And then you can use those to pair with SuperDoge to then farm additional Hollywood tokens. And when we launch the Lemmy token, you'll be able to pair all three and compound your bonuses even further. So, was there any other questions, you guys? I
still do have a question. I'm sorry. It was just about the pairing. That's foreign to me as well. So I'm not following what you mean by when you pair and then you can add a third one for compounding.
So, for example, if we go and we launch the Hollywood token, and then we create a supply that is, let's say, double the supply of SuperDoge, and this is all just hypothetical numbers, and then let's say that we airdrop the SuperDoge holders the same amount of Hollywood tokens, but we had this surplus. The surplus would then be used as a reward for users who took their SuperDoge and paired it with Hollywood and then locked it in liquidity so that they would earn yield farming rewards from that reward pool. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Probably, kind of, maybe, but we'll dig into deep details into that once we get a little bit further down the road here. But yeah, we are looking to do DeFi yield farming. We have 3 tokens and 3 NFT drops to get really creative on the way that we reward our users. So we'll have to have a meeting of the minds, so to speak, over the next month or two to come up with the best strategy that makes the most sense. I should also mention that we've released the charity card series. So for our charities that we're supporting, we've created a unique collectible, which we are in the process of setting up so that if anyone wants to support any of the charities further and get a collectible, they have the capability to mint a NFT collectible for their charity of choice, and then all funds from that sale go directly to the charity. So completely nonprofit, and it allows us to continue to support our partners while also having a very cool NFT to remember the partnership that we have. Yeah, that's kind of all I have at the moment, you guys. We haven't been doing any marketing over the last couple of months because we've just been building, preparing for this event essentially. So all of our marketing budget will be expended essentially to really push this drop and the upcoming series release. And we really feel that is where we need to focus our efforts. Is we've developed a tremendous amount of infrastructure. Now it's time for us to go out and show the world what we've built. Okay, is there any coming listing after the marketing push and episodes? Potentially, yes. There could potentially be an additional centralized exchange listing, depending on the success of the NFT event. It's very expensive to get an exchange listing, especially a tier 2. They're looking at 6 figures. So, what is SuperDoge main utility, and can you highlight future utility you have in mind? So, the SuperDoge main utility it's a meme coin. It's with a lot more utility than the Dogecoin or a lot of the Doge competitors. So that is the main utility, is to be part of the ecosystem, to be able to participate in the other yield farming, right? But the main purpose of SuperDoge is it's a meme coin, right? We're not a utility token. We're certainly not a security. And this whole journey with SuperDoge is to have people fall in love with the cartoon show and want to be a part of the SuperDoge universe. And as that expands, we have a lot of future utility potential where we could be used as methods of payment. There's also potential to integrate into larger projects as the NFT and cryptocurrency industry expands. Hey, I've transferred all my SuperDoge to another wallet with the new address. Will that affect the drop benefits since the new wallet address is just days old and the old address was used by the SuperDoge in the first week of the SuperDoge creation? That's an interesting one. Yeah, I don't really have an answer for you at the moment, CryptoDad, but I'm sure that we have a way of, dealing with situations like this. Yours might, each individual situation like this might be a little bit unique, but we can chat about that privately later and try to come up with a strategy that makes sense. It's not on our radar yet, but once we get there, we'll address that. Okay, I don't understand your question. What about the farming? I think I've explained that a couple of times, where you pair up your SuperDoge with the newly minted Hollywood token to participate in yield farming. Okay, guys. Did anyone else have any other verbal questions by any chance? What I will ask for from the community as well is if we do have any Discord experts, it would be great if I could have a conversation with you in the next couple of days as we revamp our Discord server to prepare for the upcoming NFT launch. Discord is where all these NFT launch events take place. So we want to make sure that we're active and we're ready to have a flood of new users. Okay, guys, did anyone else have any questions? If not, I think we'll wrap it up. That allows us to fall within our 30-minute time frame. I appreciate everyone's suggestions and feedback about the new direction of the project as well as our branding. As I mentioned, we'll be making some adjustments to the website to accommodate some of the suggestions that you shared today and to streamline it a little bit where perhaps we share a little bit more information about SuperDoge before we get into the NFT section. Stay tuned for some big updates over the next couple of weeks, and you should see a tremendous change in our social media presence as well moving forward here. Once again, thank you everyone for your time and support. This has been an interesting journey for us, and we've come a long way. Now it's time for us to go out and show the world what we've built, and let's have a lot of fun with SuperDoge and donate a lot of money to charity at the same time. We're at over 604 B&B now, guys, as well. So really an amazing accomplishment. Yes, MH, Filmio is coming. It should be launching this week. So once it goes live, we'll let you guys know, and everyone run over and sign up for an account. I think you get some free tokens for signing up as well, and support all the shows that you'd love to see built.
Man, I'm just excited about the theme song.
Me too. I've got this great jingle guy. We're working on something fun. And then we'll kind of have an animator competition as well. Once the theme song is done, we'll be able to go to several animation studios and have them each make kind of a SuperDoge intro. And we'll be able to decide the winner, and that'll be the animation studio that we go with. So once again, you guys, thank you everyone for your support. Appreciate everything. And let's do this. Let's go crazy.
Thanks for your hard work.
Do it.
Thank you. Yeah, brilliant.
Appreciate it.
Excellent.
Thank you for
Cheers.
everything.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Cheers.
you guys. Bye.